Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of the Cinema Scumbags Movie Podcast. Oh, it's been a while. I'm Seth.
I'm Matt.
And I'm Nick.
Oh, it's been... You know what it feels like? This is what it feels like.
So this is what it feels like.
With your dick in my butt.
Anyways, if you don't understand the reference, we'll get to it later when we're doing our Halloween 2018 in-depth discussion and spoiler coverage. Yeah, so even if you haven't seen the movie yet, you don't have to, click off yet. It'll be later in the episode. We'll let you know when we're getting into that.
You guys know there's other horror movies besides Halloween out there?
Nobody said that.
Yeah, who?
I'm surprised, though.
Interesting.
I don't think we talk about it too much.
No, we don't. Definitely not.
Yeah.
I mean, shit, what else do
the last 4 videos?
Well, Halloween and the modern horror conundrum.
Hey,
True.
there you go. There you go. I gotta change the title to make it more interesting.
True.
Why modern gaming is shitty and why our channel is dead.
Well, it is Halloween.
Amen.
We can resurrect it.
Oh, nice reference.
So how you fellas been?
Good. We just saw each other.
Yeah.
Did, yeah.
It's a good time.
It was, yeah. Too bad
It's
it goes by so quickly.
Well, time flies when you're having fun.
Time flies when you're at a Halloween convention.
Time flies when you're having anxiety.
Did you have anxiety? It's like,
Well, I could.
oh yeah, I thought it was Seth. I gotta walk away from this. I can't see it.
Hey, I didn't make a scene. I just went
you
on my,
didn't.
did
No,
my
you
own
didn't.
It was
business.
fine.
You didn't.
Yeah.
I just didn't know. I didn't know you walked away. I'm like, where is he at?
Yeah, I thought you went to the bathroom.
I couldn't watch that.
It's good. It turned out good.
It did.
If you guys haven't seen, we did do a video about the horror convention known as Halloween 40 Years of Terror. I think that's what it's called. I don't even know. But it was a good time. Good video.
Halloween.
Tell me that song is not amazing.
I love it. Somebody did
too.
Can you please change the song? Do
No.
you know what
That
irony is, you idiot?
Love that shot of Lance Guest.
Yes.
Great cinematography.
Cinematography. It's good stuff.
You didn't like the one of Sasha? The reveal behind the...
Yeah, that was good too, but he's a little strange.
He's weird.
How?
Oh, I just saw a comment that the guy on that video, that the guy with the bust just left a comment.
I saw that,
ago.
yeah.
Well, that's cool.
Oh, did he?
Yeah.
He said, I hated the new movie.
Really?
Oh,
Yeah.
I agree, sir. I agree.
Yeah, it says he edited it, so you probably didn't see that. It goes, that's me with a bust. I'm famous. I called it. Hated the new movie. Oh, well, had a good time.
Damn.
That's funny.
Hey, well, hopefully we can get the last couple, because now we have him and we had Ryan. ASMR Ryan.
Yeah, we've
So
heard from a few people that were in that video.
Yeah, so that's
Yeah.
cool. Glad we could do that. Like it was fun. It was a good
Yeah,
time.
It was fun. Yeah, let's talk about that real quick. I mean, is that about what you expected it to be?
It was exactly what I expected it to be. I was a little disappointed when we first got there, but as time progressed, it got a little better.
Yeah, I agree. It definitely got better the more time I spent there. But man, when I first walked in there, disappointed.
Underwhelmed, I think, is the right term.
Very disappointed.
It seemed relatively small for like a big 40-year anniversary thing.
Yeah, but I mean...
But how much are you really going to have for a
That's
a
what
franchise?
I mean. Like, you look at WonderCon, and that's like a bunch of stuff. And then
Right.
you just pinpoint one franchise.
Right.
You're only going to have 4 aisles. Nick Castle's
sorry.
going to be the biggest,
Sorry, the chick from Halloween 4 is hot, but I'm not paying $30 to get a picture with her.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But apparently you could just go up and talk to them all. Didn't really matter. So...
Yeah.
Well,
That's true.
I'm sure a lot of them are just excited people come and talk to them and, recognize
You got to
them.
figure, man. Some of those people go to that and probably drop a fortune, man.
Yep.
Oh,
They come with
yeah.
their big posters and they get everyone's signature, and it's like, shit.
It's like a beforehand investment.
That's like a whole different... Like, some people collect Criterions and drop $500,000 on them. And then
That's
some
true.
people like autographs,
That's very true. Everybody has their vice.
Mm-hmm. But it was fun. Yeah, it was like you said. Like I want to say halfway into it, like it started getting better and busier, and we were kind of once we knocked out that one interview, I felt like we kind of got like a It
was tough trying to just walk up to people, but once you got that first one done, it was smooth after that. It was a good time.
I think it turned out well. It was a good weekend. Always fun when we can all, hang out, make some content.
Definitely. Yeah, got more stuff coming out soon as well. Matt, you did something last night, right?
Yeah, I checked out The Exorcist 45th anniversary. They were doing a screening at the Goldwyn something theater. It's like where they do the Academy screenings and stuff.
Samuel Goldwyn,
yeah, theater, which was cool. So it was they showed the movie in like the pristine quality, and William Friedkin and Ellen, what's her last name again?
Bernstein.
Yeah, they did a Q&A, like a mini Q&A, and they talked a little bit. So it was cool. It was a fun little time. William Friedkin, a little cringy. I'm sure you can find it on Facebook Live. They were doing it, and they were going to make like a thing out of it. They were filming it, so look forward to that. Just search for it. You'll see it. A lot of
what was something he said? Just like a quick thing.
He was talking about in depth, in detail, about the casting process for Reagan's character, and how he talked to Linda Blair about if she's ever masturbated. And yeah, I mean, Linda Blair at the time, 12, 13-year-old girl. So.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, so I mean, in context, I get what he was saying, but maybe the crowd, considering the year it is now and with everything going on in Hollywood, probably not the best thing to say. Yeah, so I was talking to a little girl about if she's ever masturbated before.
Hey, cool. Hey, it's a fair question.
Yeah, I have no doubt that it didn't happen, but maybe don't include it in the Q&A. I don't know, whatever.
Yeah, maybe don't do it in a recorded.
Oh my god! And then
session.
I just remember that too. So like they were picking people, right, to do questions, and they were bringing microphones to them. What do you think they said? What do you think What do you think there was an issue with?
What he said?
No, they were like, "How come no one's asked a woman yet?"
Oh my god!
They're like, "Ask a woman," because the three people that they had asked already were guys. They're like, "Ask a woman."
How many women are going to be at The Exorcist?
I mean, there was a decent amount, but none of them wanted to ask questions.
Yeah, God. It's not a women issue. Maybe they don't want to ask questions. Exactly. Maybe they're not there.
Mm-hmm. Those fucking people.
Who said it? Was it a dude that said that?
It was kind of a chant. No, it was a woman.
Oh, okay.
Of course.
Well, why don't you ask a question, you fucking retard?
Exactly. But yeah, it was just a kind of a weird, little thing. But it was cool. It was cool. It was fun.
You go to a fucking screening, you just want to watch a classic horror film and enjoy a fucking Q&A and like, some dickhead.
It's like, you can't just talk about the movie, like, I mean, they did political jabs too, and it's just like, but anyway, it was a fun time. Yeah, that's about it.
Well, cool.
Nice little Halloween, vibe.
Glad you went to a political rally.
I know. Hollywood.
Well, not much as far as content before our main topic, but we do have a question that's been sitting around since our last podcast. So this was only 20 seconds, so hopefully it's not a waste of time.
Hey, I was wondering if you guys are excited for the Sisters Brothers movie. Not the one with Joaquin Phoenix and Jake Gyllenhaal, the one about the Wachowski sisters. Sorry, that was a stupid joke I made up.
Oh my god.
That was it?
Fuck. What the fuck?
I don't get it.
Well, I didn't hear what he said.
Yeah, he said, "Are you guys ready for the Sister Brothers movie? Not the one with Joaquin Phoenix and John C. Reilly, but the one with the Wachowski sisters."
Oh, that's good.
Well, I like it.
Hey, if people want to send in jokes, that's cool.
I don't know. Something about the Wachowski sisters is just funny to me by itself. So.
Hey, don't know who you are, but thanks for calling in.
Yeah, thanks. I don't know anything about that.
I thought I pre-screened the call, but I guess I didn't.
Oh, is that Western flick?
Yeah,
yes.
I want to see it. Jake Gyllenhaal, Joaquin Phoenix, John C. Reilly.
Yeah, I'll stick with October Sky.
Oh, okay.
You can only watch one Gyllenhaal movie?
He's all right.
All right.
It's all downhill after Donnie Darko.
Huh. Well, okay. I think it's been uphill.
Donnie Darko?
Donnie Darko. Speaking of somebody you like, Seth, Tim Allen. Talking about Toy Story 4. You guys excited for that?
Not really.
No, I'm not. But I know what this article is, right? This is the one where he said it's so emotional.
Yeah, like the ending of it is apparently so emotional he couldn't even get through the last scene.
Well, of course he's going to say that.
Right, yeah. It's just talk.
Just can we just give it a rest already?
I agree.
Oh, no.
How many?
The trilogy was good. It ended fine, even though it was a little overdramatic.
Alan also compared the structure of the upcoming sequel to Avengers Infinity War.
They're all going to get taken out, dude.
If you're at all a superhero fan, Infinity War, I'm a big superhero fan. Oh, makes sense. That didn't seem like it was going to work, and it was a lot of vignettes that all made sense. Well, that sentence didn't make sense.
You know, what do you think the plot is? Because they really haven't revealed much about this, right?
I don't know. I hope they all die.
I hope
they should all die in Toy Story 3.
I agree.
Exactly.
You know, that furnace scene when God, man, we've talked about it 100 times, but that would have been epic.
Oh yeah, that would have been the best.
I'd be down with Toy Story 4 if it was about.
I mean,
Sid,
Woody or Buzz need to die. One or the other. They have to die.
It should be about Sid, who's now in his 30s and intense therapy for this
psychopath.
Thing. Yeah,
and then he kills them,
and he stumbles across the toys, and he knows the truth.
It needs to be a dark film.
Mm-hmm.
No, it won't.
Oh,
but it needs to be.
It might be.
It won't be.
It could be.
You know what? You know what's dark? Kevin Spacey. Kevin Spacey's in a dark place these days.
Duh.
Well, he had his whole allegation coming out party thing, but he's also being sued by somebody else who alleges sexual harassment from 2016. A masseuse. Lawsuit alleges the former House of Cards star attacked a masseur at a Malibu home. Wonder if it's a man or a female.
I'm sure
Does
it's
it matter?
The lawsuit alleges the former House of Cards star forced the masseur to touch his scrotum, testicles, and penis before pulling him in for an apparent attempted forced kiss.
Oh my God.
Has there been any sighting of Kevin Spacey's? Or is he just in hiding?
He's in hiding, dude.
He was in this Wolf of Wall Street knockoff that made $500 in theaters.
What?
But that's about it was the $1 Billion Boys Club or something like that.
What a horrible name!
Yeah, that's the worst name.
Poor guy.
But it was a true story about these college kids who stole money. It seemed like a ripoff of Wolf of Wall Street, but he was in that, and yeah.
Kevin Spacey's Billionaire Boys Club opens with abysmal $618.
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh shit.
And I really don't think that's because of him. I think it's because probably the movie itself. I think people might. What?
Oh, Emma Roberts is in that. Fuck, I better watch this shit.
Well, $628.
Hey, sign me up.
Yeah, Kevin Spacey's a pervert, but
Billionaire Boys Club.
Billionaire Boy Butt Club.
Oh shit! What a terrible last film to go out on.
I know. Well, he still has a chance for a comeback. He'll come back. American Beauty 2 coming soon.
Nah.
No, that American Beauty just makes sense on its own now.
Yeah.
American Boy Booty.
Except replace Angela with Ricky, and you got it. You want to see the most beautiful cock I've ever seen?
Oh, Kevin.
Oh,
Thanks
Kevin,
for
you're
K-Pax.
Such a disease.
Thanks for K-Pax.
God.
Of all the movies.
Have you seen it, Matt?
Yes, I have. It's fine. It's a fine movie.
Have you seen it, Matt? Have you seen it?
I have seen K-Pax.
God, we can't all
He's
go
an
to
alien with glasses
Freakin'
on.
screenings.
He's an alien with sunglasses on. I get it. He's actually just a dude with a mental disorder.
Jeez. No, he's a fucking alien.
It's up for interpretation.
He disappears at the end. He's back in space.
God, oh my God.
K-Space.
Anyways.
Spoiler alert. Okay, anyway, you guys fans of Chronicles of Narnia? Yeah, I didn't think so.
Nope.
Nope.
I remember watching the first one a lot, and then I never really kept up with the franchise. But for those that are excited, Netflix is going to be making some films. Of course they are. They're making everything.
Is this like a reboot of the movies that are already out? Or?
The streaming service is adapting the beloved fantasy franchise into new films based on the 7 fantasy novels. Yeah, I guess it's like a reboot. It's not going to be the same thing.
Yeah. Not interested.
Yeah. Sounds boring.
Well, it's not for you guys. It's for the listeners.
Fine.
You seem like one of those kids that would have been into that.
Well, yeah,
Me?
it was.
I was like, me?
No, it came out when you were 35.
Yeah, that's true.
Like you probably have, one of those notebooks you carry around drawing anime.
Oh
pics
God, yeah. You
No,
do like that type.
I didn't sit at nacho stands drawing anime,
I see,
coughing up my lungs.
Yeah.
I can see you.
Little Nick in
wearing,
Ohio.
like tennis shoes with long white socks.
Oh my! Like with the stripes.
Yeah.
What gives you that
Right.
impression? I was playing sports, little boy.
One of those kids that couldn't have no-show socks. You had to have the calf socks. Ah, shit.
God.
Wow. You probably were a bully in school making fun of kids that wore high socks.
No?
That's like a weird specific thing that kids used to bully in high school about. Look at the kid wearing the long socks. What a freak.
I just think of a certain vlogger that we make fun of who goes out wearing
Oh, yeah, definitely.
a pair of 1995 Nikes with, like, over-the-calf socks.
Well, sometimes you can only rarely indulge in new shoes.
I thought they were New Balance.
Oh, shit, man.
That's good stuff.
God.
This is interesting because this came out like literally the same day that you mentioned this, Seth. But Robert Englund wants to give it one more chance for.
Yeah, we were just talking about that, and I had not heard of that. So
yeah, we were actually watching. I don't know which one of the Nightmare films at lunch.
the horrible one, yeah. Well,
yeah,
You guys watch movies at lunch?
Release.
well, yeah, we got a little downstairs eating area with a TV.
Cool.
Yeah, AMC Fear Fest is going on right now.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, anyway, while we were watching it, Seth mentioned something. Well, I wouldn't doubt it that he gives it one more, or they try to do it one more time. And
yeah, why not?
Yeah.
Here's what I think.
Well-
I'm telling you, this is after Halloween, which is making a boatload of money.
Mm-hmm.
They could just do a true sequel to A Nightmare on Elm Street.
well, they could do like what they just did with Halloween.
Right.
Where you nix all the terrible films. Get a
Because
decent
much like
director
with-
to come in.
like with Child's Play, fucking Nightmare on Elm Street turns into like a comedy series.
True.
Right.
Freddy becomes way over the top, and it's all these
But-
one-liners,
Do you think, with the way that the movie is, the subject matter of the movie, you think that's going to play in 2018?
What, him being a pedophile?
They'll probably change it around.
Well,
But that's
the
what he's
original
like. That's
Nightmare
the
on Elm
whole
Street.
thing.
The original Nightmare on Elm Street hints at it, but they don't really elaborate on it.
No, yeah, I know, but I mean that's what happened. I mean, he raped
Yeah,
and killed them.
I think that would still be fine. Yeah,
Okay.
it's a movie.
Well, yeah, you could say that about a lot of things.
I'm for sure.
Right.
I know Robert Englund could do it. Like that's for sure. Like
They could just make they could just make a sequel that it doesn't have to do anything with the original. It could just be like, a new Nightmare on Elm Street with teenagers and him playing Freddy again.
yeah,
Yeah,
agreed.
I'd watch.
He's 71 years old though, so they better do it if they're going to do it.
I know he's gonna go soon.
Well, he's the one that said it. I'm not sure if it's like a true thing that they're talking about.
One of my guilty pleasures though is the Jackie Earl Haley remake.
That's. I mean, here's the thing. Like that's not the worst remake.
No. I thought it was fine. Like compared to, like I was saying, if you Filmies, have you watched those movies?
I've seen the original and New Nightmare. That's it.
Okay. Like,
so I haven't really seen the bad ones.
1 is really good, 2 and 3. Well, 2 is just a bizarre film for
2 is
a
weird.
bunch of different reasons. But after, 3, it becomes like a comedy series,
Right.
With that remake that they made in 2010, it kind of gets it back
dark.
to it's more of like a horror thing again. I don't know. I like that one.
Yeah, it wasn't
That's
bad.
what made it good to you.
Yeah, it was more serious.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well,
But
I think that's kind of the best way to do those sorts of films.
And that remake really touched on the pedophile aspect of it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
They have I don't know. The other films just kind of imply that Freddy Krueger was a kid catcher.
No, they go into his little fucking room and shit, where he did it.
Yeah.
Interesting.
So I don't know. Sign me up. But you knew this was going to happen. This, of course. All these classic franchises are going to, they're still relevant. They still pull at the box office.
Oh yeah. Everybody's gonna want to go see a horror film. Any dummy that's ever seen a movie would want to go see a horror film.
I'm into it.
Okay.
Okay. We got a bunch of trailers that have come out. First one we have is Vice. It is Christian Bale's next foray into being fat.
Yeah.
This is weird. This whole thing's weird.
Because it's Adam McKay. Because it's Adam McKay.
Yeah, it's true. So he's playing Dick Cheney while Sam Rockwell's playing George W. Bush. Oh, yeah, it is Adam McKay, so it'll probably have a little bit of a comedic
It's going to be like the big shit.
flair. Yeah, the big short dick. Anybody?
I like Sam Rockwell. I think he does a funny George W.
I was not into it at all. I don't know. Maybe the humor is going right over my head, but it's whatever. I wouldn't watch that.
It's like a dry sort of I don't know, like a everyday sort of humor that's just it's in there naturally because the characters are who they are.
Yeah, I just don't want to watch a movie where Christian Bale is Dick Cheney. Nothing about that is appealing to me. I could deal with the dry humor or whatever you want to call that. The subject matters. Really?
Yeah.
Ugh.
That's fair.
Okay.
Do you what biopics do you like? Just out of curiosity. It's not
I don't know. Start naming some off. I like The Theory of Everything.
Okay.
I don't know. It's just I'm not interested in politics and Dick Cheney and George Bush. No thanks.
That's true. Fair point. Well, I can see that. Next we have is the Upside, which I had forgotten what it was for a second until This is the reboot, the American remake of The Untouchables with Kevin Hart and Bryan Cranston.
Yeah. I watched 2 seconds of this and turned it off.
Have you seen The Untouchables?
I have not, but it's on many lists of best films.
It's really good. I actually just watched it for the first time a couple months back. It's a great film.
Anything that Kevin Hart is, I am automatically out of.
Yeah, it's just tough to watch.
Is this a comedy or what?
It's kind of like the same thing. It's it's serious, but I'm sure there's going to be comedic elements to it.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, if I were to watch a Kevin Hart movie, it would probably be this one.
Fair. I mean, was the original in any way a comedy?
There's feel good kind of funny moments, but it's a drama.
Right.
Yeah. It's just why? I mean, are people? I don't know.
It's just a way for
everything is getting remade.
I'd hate for anyone to read subtitles for an hour and 50 minutes.
Oh, terrible, isn't it? Was it a French film?
Yeah.
Yeah. God,
strange.
Fucking stupid. It's just kind of annoying that the original foreign film gets the shaft because people either don't want to read subtitles or for whatever other reason.
I just think of the people that can go see this and not even know that it's based off another movie. They'd be like, "Oh, that Kevin Hart movie is so good."
Exactly.
Yeah.
God, that Kevin Hart movie is just it's the best.
Oh, fuck off.
He's just picking the best roles. He's doing everything right.
He can be a serious actor and a comedic actor.
Man, oh man.
Uh-oh. Production company, the Weinstein Company.
Ah. Rapey.
It's going to be a 10-minute long one-take rape scene in this film.
Ooh.
55% of Rotten Tomatoes already. Interesting. Hey, speaking of that, you guys hear that Bohemian Rhapsody's not doing too well so far?
Shocker.
Yeah, like, I don't know. I know everyone was really hyped about this, but not me.
I would have been into it if Sasha was in it.
Yeah.
He would have been a way better one.
Oh, I agree, but he realized what the fuck was going on.
Yeah, exactly.
That's the thing. Like, I don't know. It's not even a Freddie Mercury biopic. It's a movie about Queen. You know.
Yeah.
Like it's not. I don't know. I think people think that might just be about Freddie Mercury, but it's like it's a Queen film.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure he takes forefront, obviously, but that
was part of the disagreement they had with Sacha Baron Cohen when he was on the Howard Stern show a few years back, and they were interviewing him about that, and he goes, he's reading the script or whatever, and Freddie Mercury dies like halfway through, and it's like the rest of the movies, the rest of the movies about Queen, like who gives a fuck?
Yeah, that's kind of true.
Freddie Mercury is an interesting figure. I mean,
yeah, definitely.
But I don't give a shit about the Queen story.
Yeah.
I want to know about Freddie.
I only care about Fred.
He got some bad dick and then he died.
God. Say the same joke and then you
dirty dick.
Dirty dick.
Some dirty dick.
Oh, man. Great singer though. I'm not a big Queen fan, but you can't
deny his talents.
Oh no,
what
very
can you
talented.
say about that voice?
And then we had Clint Eastwood's probably last acting film at this point.
I'm on board with this one.
Hell yeah.
Dude, do you guys like his movies he acts in, directs?
Well, Gran Torino is fucking amazing. I love that movie.
love Gran Torino.
I've only seen it once, but really enjoyed it.
Yeah. I feel like this is the same type of, vibe.
Love the piano score.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's got some good stuff, so not only is he in it, but he's directing it.
True story.
I mean, the guy's... Oh, that's true. Yeah. I mean, the guy's 88 years old. He's still at it.
Yep.
Good for him.
Let's get one last Dirty Harry movie before he croaks.
Do you like those movies?
I was going to say, do you like those movies?
I love the first one. I haven't seen any of the sequels.
That's probably the only real good one. That's not the one with the Zodiac, is it?
No, it's Scorpio. Scorpio Killer.
Oh, okay. Well, that's... Maybe I was wrong.
The first one's great.
That's like the only one I really like, though. The other ones are just like, kind of basic cop films.
Yeah.
But he's done some good shit. And then we have Glass, which is the sequel to Unbreakable and Split.
I mean,
you
we all
M.
like
Night Shyamalan.
No, we're very supportive of M. Night here at the Slacker Media Channel, are we not?
Yes.
Yeah.
I believe we are. So.
And I mean,
But out of all the sequels that needed to happen, I feel.
Hey, he just got some bad dick and made some bad movies.
I don't know.
Quit using my materials.
Fucking great movies.
Did we all see Split?
I did.
Yeah.
It was okay, right? It wasn't like.
It was okay.
I liked it. Yeah.
Yeah, it wasn't bad, but I don't need to see it.
I think a movie should not be good or bad based on the ending twist, and I think that was what one of the main reasons I really liked it was because it had that connection.
Well, who needed a sequel to Unbreakable? That movie's a fucking bore, man.
Well, I mean, superhero genre is big now, so it's a good time to capitalize.
Call back to it, I guess, but Split was okay. I watched Unbreakable after I saw Split, and I did not care for it at all.
Yeah,
it's really it's boring. Yeah, it's one of my least favorite.
I don't know. I guess it wasn't what I thought it was going to be.
There's some dumb lines in the trailer, though. Like Samuel L. Jackson's like, "It sounds like the bad guys are starting to team up." It's like,
wow,
dude,
terrible. But I mean, Anya Taylor-Joy's in it.
Oh, I know. Never mind.
Ooh.
Them
What?
titties looking good. Them titties looking good.
Love that broad.
T and I saw the trailer while we were watching Halloween. I turned to her. I was like, And she's like 12.
No, she's not.
Exactly.
Whatever.
So, have you ever masturbated?
Have you ever
That's one
masturbated?
hot 12-year-old.
I'll say. Back. Yeah, so that's cool. We also had Ben is Back.
Ugh.
I think this looks good. I mean, you guys give Lucas
looks
Hedges.
It's just
Fine.
generic.
It's like,
I will say though,
swear
Julia Roberts, she looks good for like how old she is.
yeah.
Does she not? Doesn't she look like she hasn't aged? I don't know.
She looks sick.
Well, she looks like she's actually acting for once.
Yeah, I don't know.
Haven't you seen Aaron Brockovich?
I haven't seen that one, so.
Yeah.
Have you?
No.
And
Haven't you seen
And?
Osage County?
ew.
No.
Osage County.
Fucking old lady movie.
Yeah, it really is. So is Wonder, though.
No, that was good.
No, that was good.
I wonder why
Jacob
that. I wonder why that
Jacob
kid's.
Tremblay played a good mongoloid.
I wonder why that kid's deformed.
It was like a, updated family modern version of Mask.
Yeah, so is the new Halloween. That one friend, he looked like Mask.
Oh my
Well,
God.
one was better than the other.
Better than what, Wonder?
Hey, Wonder was a good movie, okay?
Okay.
But anyways, back to this Ben is Back.
Ben is
black.
It's actually directed and written by his dad, too.
Feels like there's been about 20 movies in the past few years that have like the same feel to them.
It's true, yeah.
I don't know.
What's the feel?
Something happened. Like son's a degenerate. He comes back to his hometown. His parents try to fix him.
Somber, kind of washed out color palette. Lucas
What's
Hedges
wrong with
playing
that?
a troubled youth.
What's wrong with that?
It's just its
I
own
think you're
genre
talking
now.
about. I think you're talking about one film in general,
Which one?
Manchester by the Sea.
Maybe.
What are the others?
Room had that same vibe too.
Okay. Yeah, a
That
young
other, that
Lucas
other one
Hedges.
with what's his name? And Steve Carell. Beautiful Boy.
Yeah.
Beautiful Boy. Yeah, I hope it's not Beautiful Boy.
And then the other one with Lucas Hedges where he's gay, and he's
Yeah.
Boy
Another one.
Erased.
yeah.
Well, I don't think he's coming back to a town. I think he's coming out.
Well,
Well,
God, just watch films and like them.
ew, shut
I like Lucas.
up.
All this guy ever says to me is, why don't you ever just enjoy stuff? But every time I like a film that he doesn't like, it's like, ew, what the fuck?
How do you even know you like this fucking film? You haven't seen it.
I don't. How do you know you hate it? You haven't seen it.
I didn't say I hate it. I just said it's got a very, we've seen this before.
We've seen Halloween before.
True, and it sucks.
That's not what you were saying earlier.
Yeah, I want to hear your actual opinion on it because you haven't changed your
I can't
score.
wait to get into it. Well, I'm conflicted.
I'll say, like, you were talking really highly, and now you're like, it sucks.
As every hour goes by, I like it a little bit less.
It's like a shower situation. Just take a shower or not. Fuck.
Anyways, get back to your fucking analysis of
I love that.
Ben is Back.
Oh, I don't have an analysis. I would see it.
Sure, me too. I like the Roberts family. I'm Eric and Emma.
Yeah,
I'm
you
Team
like
Eric.
Emma.
I prefer Eric.
He was great in the Mr. Brightside video.
Oh my god. It's his best work.
Human Centipede 3, anyone?
No.
I like Matt's idea from a couple years ago that we could hire Eric Roberts in a
We
short film.
could. We could, dude. For a dime bag and like $1,000, I'm sure you could get
Fucking
him.
funny, man.
Maybe even a compliment or two. Hey, I liked you in that film. Want to work with us? Sure.
Mr. Roberts?
Hey, he was in the Dark Knight, so whatever.
Hey, any chance we could get
Can you
Emma
call your daughter?
too?
Thanks.
Yeah. Please.
Little Italy.
Anyways, yeah. Okay. Anyways,
Please.
this looked. Yeah, I mean, I'd watch this for sure.
Cool.
I would like to see Lucas Hedges, play a different character though, because it kind of seems like he's falling into the same thing over. And
I want to
again.
see him play like a neo-Nazi in
something else.
Something
nice,
different.
Okay. All right. Well, speaking of the same thing, we got a teaser for the Aladdin film.
Hey.
I like it.
Why do you hate on everything that I like?
I don't. I thought it looked cool too.
Yeah, I was the only one that just said it.
Why do you get offended when I come at you?
Oh, you never offended me, boy.
My God.
Yeah, I think it looks cool. I wish the lion's mouth moved.
But it's still, but it might move.
That's my big gripe.
That was your gripe with it?
But it might move. That might have just been a voiceover.
Well, I mean, that's true. I mean, it showed it, and it wasn't moving, but
I don't know.
Maybe they didn't have the special effects.
I mean, they barely showed anything. Yeah, I mean, what's to hate about it, I guess?
Hey, look, if you end up watching Aladdin and your biggest gripe is that the fucking Cave of Wonders mouth doesn't move, then it might be a good movie.
Hey, that's true.
The fucking Cave of
But I
Cave of Wonders. Couldn't just say the lion's mouth.
Because he fucking knows what it's really called.
Who disturbed my slumber?
I think Aladdin looks a little hipsterish. That's all.
Well, Aladdin is my favorite of the Disney.
Yeah, for a street
animated.
rat.
It looked good. I thought they did a nice from this little teaser. I thought it had a good vibe to it. I love the epic orchestral versions of the theme or the music.
Yeah, I mean, I think a lot of it's going to hinder on the songs and how well they're done.
But I mean, you got
a lot of it for me is going to hinder on Will Smith.
Yeah, I was just saying
that's very true too, and I'm a little nervous that they didn't even tease his voice.
Yeah,
because I think they're nervous.
Well, it's such a beloved character.
Who's playing Jafar?
Some Middle Eastern actor.
Because right now, from what I've seen, I'm into it. But, if the genie pops up and it's shitty and I don't like it, then it's going to just turn me off the whole movie.
Yeah.
Marwan Kenzari is playing Jafar.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll see. I mean, so far so good, but it's just a teaser right now.
Yeah, there's not much to go from. But I liked what I saw.
Yeah. And then we had Paul Dano's directorial debut, Wildlife.
I really want to see this.
This looks really good. I had no idea what it was about. Like, there was really no talk of the plot, but I guess Jake Gyllenhaal and what's her name?
Ooh, Carey Mulligan.
Yeah, Carey Mulligan are married, and he has some midlife crisis and goes to help and fight the wildfires going on.
And the kid from The Visit.
Yeah, I don't know his name, but it's some strange name.
It's Ed Oxenbould.
Oh, of course you know that.
Ed, who names their kid Ed?
Yeah.
I love me some Carey Mulligan. I don't know why Matt's a hater.
She's fine. I just don't.
I don't see how you can hate her either.
I don't hate her. She just annoys me.
Why?
Her mouth or what?
Yeah, her face. It's her face.
What's wrong with it?
I enjoy her mouth personally.
I mean, I like women. I like women. Do you not like women?
That's fine.
Do you not like women?
Yeah.
Is that?
I enjoy women. Yes.
She's married to Marcus Mumford. You idiot.
I'm aware of that. Jeez.
I was just wondering why you didn't like her. I wasn't saying
her
you like
face
women.
just annoys me. That's all. People's faces don't annoy you.
Oh, they do.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, so there you go. That's all I'm saying. I'll still watch it. She was great.
Paul Dano's face kind of annoys me.
Can I make a suggestion for you?
Please.
Try women.
Oh yeah, you told me to go watch. What's that movie?
Go to your movie shelf and grab Never Let Me Go and watch it.
Okay.
Make sure you don't fall through the floor while you're getting it.
Well, hey, if you didn't while you were here, I'm sure I won't.
Oh shit!
Wow.
Shade.
A weight joke.
No.
Hey, that's what I read it as.
It's a fat camp.
Are you crazy?
That really is a great movie, though. Wish one of you guys would watch it.
I'll watch it.
Heavyweights?
No, Never Let Me Go.
Wildlife?
Garfield and Carey Mulligan and what's that chick? Keira Knightley.
Ooh.
Great.
Now that's somebody that doesn't really do it for me.
What? She's just like a poor woman's Natalie Portman.
Yeah, very true. Very true.
But there's nothing wrong with that.
Nope.
Thoughts on Keira Knightley?
I like girls.
What? You don't like women?
Trying to add some pizzazz to the podcast. Trying to add some back and forth.
No, it's good.
That's what it's all about.
I enjoy that. But yeah,
right.
I'm definitely want to watch it. When does it come out? Or is it already out?
I think it's out now.
It's playing here.
Oh, shit.
Yeah. And the good stuff's starting to come out now.
Good, because this year has sucked.
It's been kind of butt.
Yeah, I was looking at my top 10. God,
There's-
when the Mr. Rogers doc is number 1, then there's a problem.
Oh my god. There's a lot of stuff I like, but just nothing the past couple years has really been like, oh my god. I think Hacksaw Ridge was like that last. Oh my god.
Yeah. When's the next Boyhood? When are we going to get something that impacts
Well,
me that way?
that's the thing. Never.
Never.
And then we have let's do some Blu-ray theater talk. Cock.
Let's do it. Ready? Coming to Blu-ray October 30th, 2018. Let's go with the stuff you don't like. Because I remember you guys talking crap about this Criterion release. The Princess Bride is coming to Criterion.
Yeah.
I enjoy this movie.
I didn't talk crap. I mean, I don't
It's a great
love
movie.
it, but
I don't think it needs. I don't think it needs a Criterion. Definitely don't agree with that. But it's not bad.
I was late to the party with the Princess Bride. I didn't watch as a kid.
Mm-hmm.
Just I'm like, what the hell, man?
I think it's
the doctor from Saw. Wow, cool.
Carrie Elwes.
Yeah.
That's what you know him for.
Yeah. That's what I know him from.
You want a good gem? You watch. I think it's just The Babysitter. I think it's called. I know you just watched it. It's called Crush or The Crush.
Oh.
It's with him and with Alicia Silverstone when she was like 16.
Oh,
Really good.
nice.
Jesus, really excited about 16-year-old Alicia Silverstone.
Look up that cover. Look at that cover.
That's one lady that the years haven't been kind to her.
They have not.
But her earlier years, like Clueless and all that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Have you seen The Babysitter, bro?
No, I saw you gave it a good review.
Dude, it's a fun horror comedy.
Oh, it's a homedy.
Yeah, with some, a couple of hot broads.
Okay.
Do you like women?
I mean, if you like Fun Size, you might like it.
I didn't like Fun Size.
I mean, if you like the Duff, you might like it.
Ooh, yeah. I'm into the Duff. Anyway,
The dunce.
You liked it. Shut up.
I fell asleep.
You were tired. It was a long drive. Anyway.
Yes, that was why.
We have I don't know if it's a Shout Select release of Valley Girl with Nicolas Cage. That's coming out. I never watched this movie, but I heard it was okay. I'd be down to watch it.
Nicolas Cage doesn't do it for me.
Oh.
Good call, baby doll.
Good call, baby doll.
Puke.
Ew.
Let's see what else. Oh, Can't Hardly Wait. This is on Blu-ray? Possibly.
Which one is that?
Jennifer Love Hewitt, Seth Green, Ethan
Girl from
Embry.
6 Feet Under with a lesbian haircut.
True.
What's a lesbian haircut?
Yeah, can you describe that, Seth?
It. Yeah, okay, just look at it. Tell me I'm wrong.
Just look at it. Just look at it.
Just do
What's
it.
the movie called again?
Can't Hardly Wait.
Hardly Wait.
One of those
All right.
90s, like teen, Empire Records type films.
Oh, okay.
Definitely. Oh, let's
But
see.
Empire Records is
Oh,
awesome.
cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, very dykish, I'd say.
Oh my God.
Oh, wow. We're rusty.
No, this is good stuff.
So anyway, we got Slender Man. Slender Man's coming out to Blu-ray. Did that movie make any money? Probably not.
No, Joey King has gone downhill since.
Ooh.
Wish I was
forgot
She's
here.
only
in
been in one good movie.
Yeah, that's true.
true.
She hardly got up the hill.
Oh, I don't know. Going in Style wasn't bad.
Oh, okay, you're right. 2 good movies.
Okay.
So good you forgot about it.
Joey King DSLs.
Oh my. But
frequent search.
but But the release, I think everyone is excited about.
The Virgin Deal of the Day?
Oh, well, you want to do that first? Let's go and do that first then, yeah.
Okay.
Virgin Deal of the Day. Mandy.
Oh, God, dude. Flashy colors and synthy music.
Now, I'm telling you, that has everything I enjoy of a movie written all over it, but I hated this movie.
It's the worst trend to hit film in a long time.
It's one of the... I'm starting to see your point on that. But.
I don't get it, dude. I don't understand.
Oh, there's definitely some that work that way, but you get these fucking film losers that think they can make a good film with no plot just because it's colorful.
Yeah,
they could have cut out a whole... Okay.
Like Me probably sucks.
You've never
I don't even need to
see it.
I don't need to see it to tell you that's a piece of shit.
We're not going to get in this conversation. It's okay.
I don't need to see it to formulate an opinion.
Oh, you're thinking the same thing, buddy.
I know.
I'm sure
Yeah,
both
definitely.
you guys would hate it. Both of you guys would hate it.
Well, I like Nerve.
Do you?
I never even watched Nerve.
No, it was a piece of shit too.
That's what I
Oh
thought.
my God, make up your mind.
Fuck, dude, you got early onset something.
Yeah.
Nervous.
But anyone that's into Mandy,
Nervous.
Oh, the better Irvis movie.
All the fucking shit that you haven't seen.
Don't get me started on that. Like, really?
God.
We all like films, bud. What's wrong with that? Anyway,
We all like our own sort of films.
I was really into YouTube at the time.
Oh, fuck.
But you're really into Tyler Oakley?
Maybe, maybe not. Anyway, Mandy's coming out for all you virgies. Go pick it up. But the movie that we all are excited about, I know I am, even though I don't have a 4K player yet. 2001 is getting the 4K.
Oh, fuck. I forgot about that,
You got your Steelbook, I believe. Ooh, a Steelbook looks nice.
What, there's a Steelbook?
Yeah, looks really good.
Best Buy?
I just got the Amazon pre-order.
Ew, that's boring.
But I like the red and black color scheme.
That's the next fad, red and black.
Oh, I don't know how I feel about that Steelbook. Okay.
Ooh, it's nice, right?
Ooh.
But yeah.
It just doesn't feel right though buying it. Like it should be Criterion, you know?
Yeah, see,
true.
that's I'll probably get it, but I feel like that's what I would really be gunning for.
Oh, good film. It's a good one.
But yeah,
Hey, why not have two versions of it?
Virgins?
Yeah.
Two versions of it.
Oh.
Well, I mean,
Star Child.
The regular release is getting a ton of stuff with it.
Star Child.
Star Child.
There's some new supplements.
Supplements? I thought it was really good. It's one of my favorite movies.
Ew.
Michael, I didn't know Michael Ray Bauer was in the 2001.
Yeah, we got it for next week.
Pass.
Anyway, that's pretty much it's all coming out.
Cool.
Okay,
Theater?
cool.
Nothing.
Okay.
Literally nothing is coming out.
When's Suspiria coming out?
I don't know. I thought you would know that.
Maybe next week. I don't know. That movie's getting shitty reviews too. Who knows?
Oh, is it?
Yeah, like whenever it went to TIFF or whatever, I think, or it got shitty.
You can't
reviews.
trust that. It's a bunch
That's
of
true.
dumbass film snobs. The only thing coming out is the downfall of Gary Oldman. He's falling into the Oscar curse. Hunter Killer.
Oh.
Whenever you have Common in your movie, it probably sucks.
Yeah.
An untested American submarine captain teams with U.S. Navy SEALs to rescue the Russian president, who has been kidnapped by a rogue general. Generic action movie.
God.
That's it. I mean, that's
Whatever.
all.
So don't go to the theater,
I'm
guys.
done with the theater.
Or maybe
to
why
the-
don't you go watch Halloween?
I mean, there's other stuff out too. I know at the theater by me, like the indie theater, is some good stuff. But for you mainstreamers, Probably not for you. I'm sure there's some people that are going to go see Hunter Killer.
Probably.
Well, we have January Criterions, so we can talk about these real quick.
Criterion.
Some decent titles in here. Matt, Alfred Hitchcock, Notorious.
Yeah, I saw that cover. Looks good.
What's it?
I don't know. I haven't seen it.
Oh, cool. Ingrid Bergman.
It's still wrapped.
It's a movie about Nazis. You're going to be buying it.
Is it?
Yeah.
Ooh, and Claude Rains plays the Nazi industrialist.
Cool.
I saw him like 7 times going through the Universal horror films.
Oh, yeah.
Ah, yeah. New 4K restoration of the film. New interview with Hitchcock. Biographer, Donald Spoto.
Oh, it's like From Beyond the Grave?
Yeah. We also have a film, Mikey and Nicky, Peter Falk and John Cassavetes.
Ooh.
You've seen a Cassavetes film, right, Matt?
Mm-hmm. I saw Faces.
Is that one any good? Not that it has anything to do with this movie, but...
No. It was interesting. I need to rewatch it.
See, I like, this one's got Ned Beatty.
Ned Beatty?
Ned Beatty.
Ned Beatty.
I'm interested in this. Sounds like a nice, simple plot, you know. Nick is living in a downtown hotel room. Alone, desperate, and afraid that someone is going to kill him. He calls on his old friend Mikey for help.
All right.
Yeah.
Sounds fun. Sounds good. It's like something I'd be into.
Okay.
Yeah. And then we have a foreign film, 4 months, 3 weeks, and 2 days, from a guy named Christian Manju. It's like a more recent film. He actually had another one of his films come out last year called Graduation, which was pretty good. But basically, it recounts the events of 24 perilous hours in their lives, culminating in their encounter with a manipulative and menacing abortionist.
Wow.
So I'm assuming the 4 months, 3 weeks, and 2 days is how long the baby has been brewing.
I think that's probably correct.
And a gutting account of the impossible choices women face when taking control of their bodies means breaking the law. So I guess in Romania, it's against the law to abort your baby. And probably one of the bigger ones, In the Heat of the Night.
Yeah.
Sidney Poitier and Rod Steiger. I'd probably pick this one up because it's one of those big time.
Yeah. Best movies ever.
Yeah, best movies ever. Don't know what it's about though. Is he like a? I just remember the line. You call me Mr. Tibbs.
When's the Criterion sale? November what? Is it coming out?
I don't know. It hasn't come out yet.
What's that Bergman set come out?
Yeah, I want that Bergman.
Oh yeah. Oh fuck yeah.
Oh, take my money. Then my virginity.
And then 30,000 hours of my life to watch the films.
Then it'll just stay on my shelf for years.
November 20th.
Okay.
I feel like I'll start out strong with that, and then I'll just sit there for a
fizzle
while.
out.
Yeah. You can only watch so many of those films in a row.
Do I need to watch Wild Strawberries?
I've seen that one already.
Okay.
So I can skip some of them.
The Virgin Spring.
Ooh.
Wow, sounds like BlueTube.
Hey!
And then the last one, 24 Frames, from Iranian director Abbas Kiarostami. I have a sinking suspicion that's the same guy that did Close Up.
Oh.
We don't... Give us American Honey already, Criterion. We don't want 24 Frames.
Oh, what do you know? It was the guy who did Close Up. I'll be skipping on.
Yeah, that movie sucks.
You're so smart.
What?
I said you're so smart.
Thanks. I know. I watch films.
Yeah. God.
See?
Genius.
I watch films and he gives me shit. I don't watch films and he gives me shit. You can't win with this guy.
I didn't give you any shit.
You're so smart. Why don't you watch... Never mind. Why don't you watch YouTubers again?
My expert taste in film.
Can we?
I didn't even say that.
Can we start doing mukbangs? Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, we definitely eat in the Slacker Media group. Might as well.
What it's all about. Okay.
Cool.
All right.
Well, time to get to the main topic. What everybody didn't come here to listen to. All right. Obviously, if you've seen the title of this video, or the title of the audio file. We're talking Halloween, and we're talking spoilers.
We're big fans of Halloween. If you listen to this podcast, we've been talking about the new film for like 2 years now.
Seriously.
So it came out. We all watched it.
It's all been building up to this.
This is going to be a spoiler in-depth discussion on the film. So if you are listening now and you haven't seen the film yet, you don't want anything ruined, then this would be probably a good time to click off.
Fuck off.
Go fuck yourselves. Bye.
For you people, it ends here. Thanks for listening. As always, go fuck yourselves.
All right. Initial good or bad. Did you like it? Did you not like it?
I liked it, but I don't know how much.
I initially was very disappointed, but now I think it's an okay film.
Okay.
Yeah.
I thoroughly enjoyed it for the most part.
Right.
There's some dumb stuff in it, which we'll get into.
Well, before we get into anything, there were sequences of the film that I loved that reminded me of the John Carpenter classic, and I was like, oh, man, this is so good.
Yeah.
But there were other parts that I was just shaking my head, like, what the hell? Why would you do this?
I agree.
Yeah, it seemed like when they were doing homages and doing stuff that related to the original, it was cool.
Yeah.
But when they tried to do something new and different, that's when it kind of went off a little bit.
But I can say that I liked the film, and for me, I mean, after Halloween 2, it's the best sequel. To me, this is way better than 4, 5, 6, and all those.
Definitely. I'd say 1, 2, and this one are the top three.
1, 2, yeah. I don't know. I want to rewatch 4, 5, and 6 again, just to see if one of them clicked for me. But definitely better than H2O and Resurrection and the zombie films. Definitely.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, this was. It was better than a handful of the Halloween films.
What the fuck was that?
Should we just break it down?
Yeah. So the film begins. How does it begin?
Well, the beginning, the first, I don't know, maybe it was 10 minutes, probably not even that long, but my favorite part of the film, these two podcasters, it opens up, they're in Smith's Grove, they're, visiting Michael, they're doing a podcast about the murders that took place 40 years ago, so they're talking to this doctor, and they walk up to this courtyard, and, they're trying to get Michael to speak.
Yes.
Which
not only this doctor, but the doctor that worked with Loomis before he passed away. Like, this was the main doctor working with Loomis.
Keep that in mind.
Yes.
The main doctor that was working with Loomis.
Exactly.
So, I've got to tell you, this segment was probably the most shown. Like in the trailers and the teasers. You kept seeing this
there was even a full
checkerboard.
clip of it.
Right. You kept seeing this scene, and I thought that it was probably going to come across cheesy, but I didn't feel that way at all. I thought this was a fucking awesome intro, man. I had chills. I thought it was perfect.
I was on board, definitely, when I saw this.
Yeah, very good. I don't know what kind of friends at the the Attorney General's office is just going to be giving away masks.
Podcaster to a
giving
podcaster.
away evidence to a podcaster.
Right. Well, maybe they were best friends or something. Who knows?
Sure.
Maybe. But, yeah.
The plot points start to fizzle out.
I loved when he just keeps screaming, the tension keeps building, and you get right into the main title screen with the music.
Yeah, and let's be, on what you just said. I mean, in the original film, the guy was driving, without any sort of... I mean, there's definitely things that don't make sense in Halloween.
Yeah, yes, I understand.
Well, it's a horror film. That's the biggest thing.
Right. But yeah, they pull this mask out, and as soon as they do, he kind of reacts to it. He won't talk. The other nutcases are going crazy. And the guy starts screaming, he's like, say something. And then iconic theme starts playing. And I loved all this. I love this entire thing because, like the first film, you get the pumpkin, but it was like rotting and it was in reverse. So I thought that was cool. Very symbolic.
No, yeah, definitely. I enjoyed
Symbolizing the revival, not only of the franchise, but of Michael.
Of the shape, yeah. Mm-hmm. The shape's return from, nothing.
And then, like, right after that...
Wait, really quick, though. What did you guys think of, like, how they showed him a decent amount? Like the side profile of him? I liked it.
I thought it was fine.
Yeah, I think a lot of people didn't like that.
No, that didn't bother me at all, because you still don't get a full glimpse of him.
No.
You just kind of get a...
You get enough to pique the interest.
Yeah, that didn't bother me at all. Like Rob Zombie's film when he unmasks him and shit like that. That
makes him
bothered
talk.
me, But this was fine. I thought this was well done.
Okay.
Yeah.
And it does a good job of showing that he's an old man. He's 61 years old.
Yeah.
That's true. Right after the credits, I don't remember exactly where it starts off from there. I think it goes to Laurie or her family.
I'm not sure exactly what it went into after the credits.
Yeah, I mean, we don't have to go step by step, but basically after that, you're introduced to Laurie's granddaughter and her daughter, played by Judy Greer.
It actually, sorry to cut you off, but these two podcasters, after visiting Smith's Grove, they're at Laurie's house.
Okay. Yeah, that's right.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and the whole plot of this is, she's so traumatized from the events in her life that she's kind of built herself up as, she's really into self-defense, and her house is, really secured, and
she's been training a long time for the eventual time he would
be released break out.
Right.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so they get in and they're trying to talk to her, and the guy even suggests, we think he would talk to you. They try and get her to go and talk to him.
Yeah,
but she's not happy.
But in all honesty, if you're taking it as like after the first one, that he's just a normal dude that killed people, that does happen. You know what I mean? People want closure. And they want to talk to the serial killer that killed their friends and stuff, and so that made sense to me.
None of that came off as cheesy to me. Because like you said, this one really kind of humanizes him again.
Definitely, yeah.
It
so
does.
I thought that was fine. I mean, that would, after 40 years, that might actually be a thing,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, she basically tells them to fuck off. And then I think that's when we meet her family.
Right.
When some of the comedic parts start to come in. Which, I will say, I know, Matt, you probably disagree with this, but I don't think the comedy was overwhelming. I thought it would be, considering who wrote the script. I thought it was fine.
It didn't bother me.
Yeah, I mean, my only issue, and I think that was the thing going into it, and I've said on past podcasts, was just that I hope it wasn't maybe the caliber of comedy, not necessarily how much it was in there, but that it was too, and here's the thing, and I've said it before, I liked the comedy, I just didn't like it in the movie. You know what I mean? In that context, slip a joke here and there. That's totally cool. Like lighten up the suspense aspect. But it was like, I got peanut butter on my dick. Like, honestly, dude. Like,
I thought that part was funny though.
Yeah. See, I don't know. I just. I mean, that's. Because, I don't know.
It was definitely Danny McBride humor.
Yes. And like I said, I get it. Like, if it works, it's cool. It works for you. That's what kind of it started to take me out of. What I was watching.
But I thought it was so minimal that, I mean, there wasn't a whole lot of that,
No, the only parts I can really think about...
Go ahead.
What? The only times I can really think about there being comedy was that, the black kid, and then the police officers.
Yeah, and I think you're absolutely right, but I also think sitting back and, looking at the movie, nothing happens in the movie. Like, he breaks out, he kills a few people, gets hit by a car... Goes to Laurie's house, dies.
But that's the franchise.
Right.
No, I get it. But
we'll get into that because I've got some stuff to say about that.
There's definitely gripes with the film. Yeah. We'll get into it when we kind of get to that part.
But anyways, what you find out, everyone wants to know the whole Laurie Strode thing. Obviously, Jamie Lee Curtis is back. Basically, you find out at this moment that she's kind of been casted off by her family. They think of her as kind of the crazy old lady, Her daughter, Judy Greer, doesn't really have anything to do with her. The granddaughter, they just think of her as crazy grandma.
The only one that wants to reach out and be a part of her life is the granddaughter, so they have that connection in a way.
Right.
Where do we go from here?
Where do we go from here? Downhill. That's where we go.
I wouldn't say that. I thought it was pretty uphill throughout most of it. We do eventually get to.
Well, let's go to the
escape.
Yes, let's do that. Okay.
So.
I have a lot to say about this, but
so there's I'll just say it real quick, and then you can go into it more. But there's a really good montage of him getting ready to be transported. Go ahead.
Okay. Now, before this came out, when John Carpenter's score was released on all the streaming sites, like a couple days before, I was listening to it, and the track that stuck out to me the most was number 4 or 5. It's called Prison Montage. And I listened to that song like a few times. I thought it was so fucking good, and I couldn't wait to see how they incorporated it into the film.
Mm-hmm.
So when that came up, that part is so good. That kind of brought me back. After the intro, you see kind of the shot of Michael, walking around with the prisoners, and it's classic John Carpenter, like synthy.
The score is great. Like,
it's
the music
really
part
good.
was really good.
But that part in particular, if you haven't seen it yet, you're just listening along. You'll know it when you get to it. And if you have seen it, you definitely know. It's right before they load him up on the bus to transport him out. But it's really almost like I don't know. It's a very weird kind of vibe, a very eerie song. It kind of, I don't know. It really sets the mood. I love that part.
Yeah. So he gets on the transport, and then one thing that I thought was kind of stupid was the fact that Jamie Lee was hanging out outside the prison watching him leave.
Well, I thought she was going to cause the accident.
She wanted him to fucking break out.
Yeah, that was kind of my initial thing, but then she ended up showing up at the dinner or whatever for her granddaughter. Yeah. So I was like, I guess that's not like...
I kind of like that. That would have been cool if she fucking ran the bus off the road, man.
Almost like
just to get it over.
Own...
Yeah, to try to end him,
Yeah.
But,
and then you get to the dinner, you meet the boyfriend, you get more of the characters, how they cast her aside.
Right, then Grandma shows up, Lori, and she's got a drinking problem, and they're like, "This is why we never invite you to anything,"
Yeah. And then you get the
Judy
crash.
Greer's great acting performance.
I like Judy Greer, man.
I do too. I like her too.
Yeah.
I just don't. There's a couple parts which we'll get into that were just.
Yeah, I'll say this before. I had some issues with the pacing of the whole thing, but
did you?
Yeah,
Okay.
we'll talk more after we kind of go through, segment by segment.
Yeah, and then the crash occurs. You don't see it happen. You see a father and son come up upon the crash.
Great
I guess
callback.
Go ahead. Great callback.
Well, this is a great callback to the original film with a shot of the mental patients kind of wandering around in their white gowns.
I was waiting for that. Sha-na-na-na-na-na-na-na.
Yeah.
Like Michael jumps over the car.
That would have been great.
But I mean, another comedy part. The father is talking to his son. The son wants to be a dancer, not a hunter. Again, funny, but it started to take me out of it.
I don't even remember that. Shit.
Yeah, I walked out, went to the bathroom at that point, so I missed it. But
you got up to go to the bathroom during this movie?
Sometimes you got to take a piss, you dummy.
I mean, get that out of your system before. Yeah, are you kidding me?
I wish I could control when I had to pee.
That was only 25 minutes in.
Okay.
I hate those annoying people. They got 20 minutes in the movie. Oh, excuse me. I got to get up. Just sit the fuck down. It's an hour and a half.
You couldn't start the podcast because you had to go take a shit.
I'm not sitting in an audience with a bunch of people that paid to see the movie, though. So, anyways, go back to it.
Anyways,
so the breakout.
They come upon the crash.
It's this hillbilly dad and his son. What the hell's going on here?
Yep.
I missed how the dad died.
They don't show it.
Yeah, he gets out. He goes to explore. Then the kid sees Michael. Or the nutcase is surrounding his car. He gets spooked, grabs the gun, gets out,
and shoots the doctor.
Yeah.
Shoots the fucking doctor who worked under Sam Loomis.
Right.
Remember that.
This part, though, I was still on board with this. I mean, I thought this part was well done. Well,
yes.
I agree.
Yeah.
I was getting a little annoyed, but I mean, then they killed him. They killed the kid, which I thought was great.
Yes.
The kid can't find his dad, gets back into the car, and for the first time in the Halloween franchise, in any of the films, Michael murders a child.
Yeah,
and it's that
completely
fucking
awesome.
I liked it. I was like, cool. Okay, they're gonna do that.
Completely snapped his neck.
Yeah.
And then I believe we moved to the gas station sequence, which still I can't think of a thing I didn't like about this.
This was great. This shit was all great. Up to this part was all great.
Yeah. Great tension with her in the bathroom, and he throws the teeth over.
Yeah.
And
that bathroom scene was pretty good. Pretty intense.
Michael was pissed in this movie. It was 40 years of standing around in fucking Smith's Grove. He was angry.
Pent up anger. So he finally lets loose on everybody. The dude from the podcast comes in, realizes it's Michael, and he beats the shit out of him. Yeah. And then he ends up choking out the chick.
Yeah. Chick doesn't know how to go underneath bathrooms, I guess, and to run out, but that's fine. That's neither here nor there.
She's hot, though, so whatever.
She was.
And then one of the best scenes from the movie, he goes to the trunk of the car and takes out the mask.
In broad daylight, no one cares, but yeah, it's fine.
Well, he killed them all.
It's Halloween.
Slow-mo
You
shot.
wouldn't think
but it's a
anything
gas
about that.
station. What do you mean? No, it killed them all. There's people there. Anyway, whatever.
Not in the bathroom.
Well, do you
No,
get a
but he killed the
sense?
mechanic was right there, like in the fucking garage that was open. Anyway.
Oh, you're too
Well, he killed the
critical.
mechanic and the gas station
And the
attendant.
gas station attendant, yeah.
But do you
Excuse
get
me,
a
sir, I
sense
want
that
20
that
on
chick
number
from the
6.
van knew who he was?
Wait, yeah, you're right. I forgot about that part. I don't know, maybe.
Because the podcaster's looking at her.
I thought
and
it was an epic.
She like look.
I thought it was an epic shot. No, I thought it was an epic shot of him going to the trunk and putting it on. I thought that was cool, but then it just was like, well, it's broad daylight. But I guess, I mean, as you can tell, he doesn't give a shit, and he's
If I
definitely
was in a gas station parking lot on
you're right,
Halloween, I saw a guy putting a mask on, I'd think, oh, he's getting, it's his costume.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
But I thought that scene was good. I liked it.
And then after that, I think that's when we get to Halloween night, and like this cool like transition, just like a October 31st sort of thing.
Oh, that's right.
And then I don't remember exactly what happens before. I think it's the party, the school party, and then we get the long take with Michael walking through the neighborhood, which was awesome.
Awesome.
Yeah. You know what was awesome? When it happened. When it happened in Halloween 2.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's just a passion of old shit. I mean, it's cool.
No,
I know that's what we want.
The movie is nothing but homages, really, which is not bad. But
no.
I mean, that's the same thing that people got upset about with The Force Awakens. It's just a rehash of New Hope.
Right.
Yeah,
I mean,
agree.
it's like it's a lady wearing a pink robe cutting ham, just like in Halloween 2,
He gets the knife from her. Yeah.
He beats the fuck out of her with a hammer. That's pretty dope.
He goes into a house.
That one kill,
to
dude.
Kill
The one with the
somebody
knife?
about the disturbance.
Oh, that was
Right
awesome.
through her throat. That was great. I was like, okay,
Yeah.
this is awesome.
Yeah.
But yeah, I thought that was cool. But then the whole back and forth between that and the dance, and like that whole
Could have
part
done without the dance. And the
they could have done without
story
the
type.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah,
I mean,
they just had to get rid of her phone somehow.
I was expecting to see a chunk of the film, based on Laurie and Michael,
Exactly.
And to me, that felt like it was a little rushed as it progressed, and then it kind of all happens at once.
Well, his whole the Halloween night happens really early.
Yeah,
That's the thing. It was kind of like, I don't know, just that wasn't in the first one. Like in the original, it was about the vibe of it, the slow pacing of that, the build up of the stalking and stuff like that.
He stalks.
This time,
yeah. Go ahead.
No, I mean this one. It's cool. He's just brutal, and he just goes and kills whatever he wants, and kind of just meticulously goes. Although my other gripe, if he's gonna kill a 12-year-old kid, why doesn't he fucking kill the baby in the house?
Well, he needed the car from the kid. The baby wouldn't.
So it's out of necessity that he kills, or just because he wants to kill?
Well,
that's
he
what I mean.
needed
It would
the
have
car.
been cool if he would have fucking killed the baby. I don't know. Whatever.
It could be a combination, but that brings up questions of, is he pure evil?
No, not that dumb discussion again.
Or it just brings up. Well, it brings up the thought like he has some sort of emotion.
Look, if you're in the Shape's way, then he's going to take you out. He needed
the
that
baby
car.
wasn't in the way.
Right, the baby was not in the way.
Okay, but why did he go to the house then? Next door? Why did he kill her?
Well, he was just walking through the houses, man.
Yeah,
trying
she
to
wasn't
find
doing anything.
her.
She was just looking outside the window. Why is he killing her?
Why do you care? It's a horror movie.
Because it's a plot
You want to see
point.
kills.
That's
You want
what
to see
I'm saying.
kills, right?
Okay, then I'm saying kill the baby.
Okay.
You're gonna show it. You're gonna show him purposely not do it.
I would
Here's
have
the
liked
thing.
to see him kill the baby.
Yeah, why
It
not? I would have been
didn't-
like, fuck,
it
this guy
didn't-
doesn't give a fuck. Like, that's awesome.
I don't know. I'm glad. I like that he didn't. I think it was more, I don't know. But anyways,
It just raises more questions.
here's the thing. As Matt was just saying, in the 1978 film, he stalks. Nothing really happens in that movie until the last 20 minutes,
Right.
You just get subtle shots of him kind of in the background and creeping behind a tree or something. This to me this was like a different character,
Well, he'd been wasting away in the asylum, just biding his time, and he wasn't going to wait around.
That's the other side to that argument. It's not the same Michael Myers from the original film, but it's now he's an old man who's been sitting there for a long time. I don't know. You know, it was way more brutal and aggressive and way more killing than in the original film.
Which I liked, I will say.
Yeah, that was a positive. But what happens after that?
So we get the party scene. Can't get a hold of her, so she leaves with the best friend, and the best friend ends up having a thing for her.
Well,
then we have the really cool motion light scene.
Yeah, I thought that was an effective kill.
Yeah, basically.
That was after the whole thing with the babysitter, though, right?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, we can talk about the babysitter part then.
Yeah. Well, okay. It cuts to this girl who's she was friends with the granddaughter, right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
She's babysitting this kid. I just thought this, it was cool, but...
Say it, Seth. Come on.
Just go ahead.
It was fucking terrible. Come on.
It was just rushed. What is this? Why?
That's what I'm saying. It was just put in for no reason. You barely get any, at least with the original, there was, enough banter to know everyone, the three main characters, you know what I mean?
Well, it's why was he in why was he in the closet? Why did he target this girl? I don't know.
Maybe because he knew that the granddaughter was going to be coming, so he was biding his time, but she opened the door so he couldn't...
But see, that's saying, is he... I don't know.
They were trying to definitely recreate a big part of the first movie with Tommy Doyle and the banter between a babysitter and the kid.
But that's what the whole original was about that night, with setting up the story with them babysitting. And this one had a lot more it had to convey.
What was
not
the
only
point?
Escape, but all the other stuff.
What was the point? Can someone fucking tell me what the point is of the stoner guy trying to ride the bike and then it falls over? Or was that just extra? That. Yeah,
what part was that?
Okay, so the stoner guy hears something, right? So he goes to the garage and he sees a bike and he wants to ride it. And he jumps on the bike and then it falls over.
Oh, I think that was just so he would hear something. It's just
you mean the motorcycle?
Yeah,
a way to convey that there's somebody out there.
There was just a bunch of those parts kind of thrown in where it's I don't know if it was meant for stuff or they were just trying to fill it. You know?
This is when shit starts to tie together, though, because after Lori hears that the bus crashed, she goes full fucking crazy old lady.
True.
She goes to her daughter's, the bus crashed, we have to hunt him down.
You have no security system, Karen.
Right, oh my God, they're just can you calm the fuck down, Mom, you know?
Yeah.
But after that bus crashes, Lori's out driving around like a mad woman, and she ends up stumbling across this babysitter's house where the shape is at, and the sheriff who's running around, and that's kind of the first moment that they see each other again.
Yeah.
Which again, I think if they would have gone in the direction of them teaming up or them having more of a trying to hunt him down, I think it would have been so much better.
Well, she could have been the Loomis character, and he could have been the sheriff from the original movie.
Exactly. But I feel like it was just wasted. Because then we get the new Loomis, right? We get the new. Oh God.
Yeah, so we get the new Loomis. Basically, what happens is the sheriff and the. Okay, so basically, what was going on before it is they were trying to find the granddaughter to bring her to Lori's house. They couldn't get a hold of her because the boyfriend threw the phone in some dip. So they find her. They find her, and it's the sheriff, Loomis, and the granddaughter, and they come across Michael, and the sheriff runs him over and kills him, thinks he kills him.
And he wants to continue. He wants to shoot his head off. He wants to kill him.
And then this is where we get definitely my least favorite part of the movie. The doctor ends up being so obsessed with Michael that he wants to become Michael.
This is the shittiest. This is the shittiest twist to a movie since the Thorn trilogy.
Yeah, I was just gonna say this should have been something. This is something you would have saw on Halloween 6 or something.
Yes.
Yeah. So I was loving the movie until this part happened, and then it took a 180.
Yeah, this really took me out of it for a while. It's just so ridiculous.
So he goes to Michael, starts touching his face. He takes off his mask and puts it on. So this is what it feels like.
So dumb.
With you inside of me, Michael.
So dumb.
Come on,
it was seriously. My mouth was what the fuck?
I hated this.
And then he takes out a sword pen and kills the cop. And then
my God.
From there, he puts Michael single-handedly with a broken arm into the back of the police cruiser. I don't know if this is true or if I'm just thinking this, but he puts him in there just to see how he reacts to the granddaughter. He wants to watch him kill her.
I'm guessing that's what it was.
I don't even know.
But dude. I mean, but that's the thing. So my biggest gripe with this is, even then, if you're going to do this plot point, right? That's fine. But when he wakes up, he immediately fucking kills the doctor, right? Like, he fucking just curb stomps him. What was the whole point of that? Like,
it was. I didn't like it.
First
it made no sense. They just
first
threw it away.
He kicked through the police gate.
Yeah.
And, like, crushed him or
You didn't
something.
think that was going to happen? Like,
yeah, what do you expect? You've been studying the guy for 40 years.
I don't know. That just bugged me.
That part was a mess, man. It really took something out of the...
Well, like, what was the point of it? What do you guys think the point of that was? Just to get rid of the sheriff?
I don't know.
Because it literally doesn't go anywhere else after that. Because they could have literally taken that out, and the sheriff could have died some other way in towards Laurie's house, and it would have been fine.
Maybe it's like a dark way to convey like society's obsession with like mass murders and stuff. Like he's the audience.
Hollywood was like, hey, we need a new Loomis, and let's, put in this guy.
Well, you can't and you shouldn't try to. So maybe halfway through they're like, we got to kill him because this isn't going to work out.
It's just, this was one of the parts, like when you see the up close of Michael laying on the ground. I felt like they showed him too much, man. Like, cut back on that. At this point in the movie, like, we've seen so many shots of him up close, and it's just like it starts to take some of the effect. The effect starts to wear off, I think.
Well, the biggest complaint,
I was fine with that.
Well, the biggest complaint I've heard is that there's no atmosphere. The first one had a ton of atmosphere, and I felt like that's the reason why John Carpenter was involved and they totally just. That's why I think it goes down to the script. Like, honestly, is kind of like where it fell through, and then David Gordon Green's directing. Because it's just like some of the, like you said, they showed him way too much, but even then, how they showed him, you know what I mean?
Right.
Like you said, like really lessen the effect.
Yeah, just
they
cut
pretty
back
much
on
showed
a
his
little bit.
face one time.
Right. You know, in the original movie, and I know this is not 1978 anymore. Sure. Halloween was done on a small budget. This is a Hollywood film. But you don't see Michael's face in that movie up close until, the last 10 minutes,
Yeah.
Yeah, but maybe that was part of it because of the budget.
Well, yeah, but also, too, I forgot, we kind of skipped over it, but, the part where Laurie sees him, I think was a lost thing, too.
Anticlimactic, man.
Yeah, that's where Nick Castle was, actually, he's in the suit.
Yeah.
And it was just so lost, dude. It was, through a mirror, Right?
Oh, is that when he's upstairs?
Even in H2O, that was so much better in H2O, through the...
It was.
Yeah, it was 100 feet away.
That shot's cool in H2O when she sees him through the mirror or the door.
Yeah.
He's like, who the hell's that? It's my brother.
Yeah, but you know what I mean? No. You're right, anticlimactic. She hasn't seen him in 40 fucking years.
Right, and she's been obsessed with him for 40 years. This is the big showdown. It's just oh, okay. Well, he's back.
Oh, there he is killing someone.
But yeah, that's true.
Let me lure him to my fun house.
You're not going to have a big climactic, we're back together again, Michael.
No, but come on.
No, but maybe a moment of horror or something, or holy fuck, this is really happening.
Yeah, maybe she went into the house and sees him kill the babysitter. She discovers it. I think that would have been cool. Yeah. Because even she shoots him, which was cool, but
right.
I don't know. But anyway, go ahead. So we're back on the.
That's true. And then act. So they're going down the dirt road to get to Jamie's house, and I think maybe that's when he kicks through the.
Because they're right next to those cops.
Yeah, the cops are having their discussion about their lunches, which was whatever. I know you didn't have a big.
I don't see what the point of it was, but I get what
comedy. Yeah.
Yeah, I get it.
And then the vehicle just stops, so they go to investigate, and that's when Michael takes the doctor out of the car and curb stomps him, which that's where it took that 180 and went back to being good. I think once he was gone,
some real over-the-top kills, too.
Yeah, but I mean that's what you want. That was a good curb stomp.
Yeah.
Nice practical effects.
He's just with his boot, he smashed his fucking head in.
Yep.
He's an entity. I mean, it's
Is
like
he?
he forced his thumb through somebody's forehead before.
That's true.
That's not part of this series.
We're nixing that canon.
Yeah.
And then he ends up. Well, you don't see it, but he kills the cops. He gorges out one of their heads, puts a flashlight in it. He looks like a jack-o'-lantern, which was cool.
Yeah, which was ripped off from Terrifier.
Okay.
And that's the truth.
This whole movie is just a rip-off of other Halloweens.
Yeah, that kill is straight up from Terrifier, which was made like 2 years ago.
Well, the dad ends up going outside because he's a fucking idiot.
Thank God. Get rid of him.
And he dies. He gets choked out to death. And then that's when...
And also, when they discover him, they don't want to, like, mourn at all. Like...
I'm convinced the Shape has, like, a GPS in his pocket with maps on it because...
Well, how do you think he's ever found anybody before?
I don't know. Like, he just conveniently ends up at Laurie's house.
The last time he saw, like, the outside world was in the 70s. Like,
That's
he
true.
doesn't know what a cell phone is. Like,
he doesn't know how these new cars drive.
he does.
Yeah.
I don't know.
That's a very fair point.
You wouldn't be in awe of, like, the world? Like, look at fucking Andy Dufresne and, like, Red from
Shawshank.
Yeah,
I just thought it was
look at fuck, what's his name? The old guy. I'm blanking.
Yeah, fucking
Brooks?
Brooks was here.
Brooks was here, yeah. Look at
The world
Brooks.
moves
I mean,
too fast.
I just thought it was so convenient how after 40 years he escapes and he manages to track Laurie down in a couple hours, you know?
Oh, my God.
yeah. Well, just go to Haddonfield.
That's true.
Yeah. Does he know where it's at?
No. You're not supposed to think that much.
Isn't Smith's Grove in?
No, yeah, we're just making
Haddonfield?
jokes. Obviously, like, there's going to be...
Okay.
It's a horror film. It's a horror film.
Yeah. There's dumb shit in the original.
Actually, the third... Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
The third act was what also kind of saved it for me a little bit to make me think it was an okay movie.
Yeah,
Third act was good, very suspenseful in the way it was done.
Michael ends up in Laurie's fun house of tricks and traps, and there's the big showdown. They're fucking running around this house.
Notice? They brought this up too, but did you guys notice, like, when she opens up the fucking trapdoor, she puts the remote right by, like, the countertop?
Yeah.
Like
fuck. You could just grab it.
Yeah, that's what I thought was gonna happen. I was like, he's just gonna fucking get the button, dude, and like open it up. Like, I don't know. Lori, you dumb beaver. Jesus.
Her house of tricks and treats. And then he beats her. He beats her into the door. He comes inside, and it's kind of a
huge callback to the original film in this segment when.
Very much so.
Laurie goes tumbling off the balcony, and you see her on the ground.
Awesome. That was awesome.
Yeah, and then Michael looks down, and much like in the first film, the roles are reversed, and this time she's gone.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely.
And she's hunting him through the house this time too.
Yeah, yeah.
There's even the part with the closet, which is where he found her in the original.
Yep.
Right.
And then he just takes off the island, completely breaks it off, and
like that didn't fucking work.
40 years of planning, and he just broke it off.
Yeah.
And then you have Judy Greer's like, oh, I gotta do something about this.
I'm sorry. Those cringy flashbacks of Judy Greer, like as a kid, learning how to shoot, sucked.
Yeah.
You didn't like that?
Need it?
No,
we need it?
Stupid.
I was indifferent about that.
She's like, this is my childhood. Like,
yeah,
whatever.
well, like when they open it and the dad's like, "What is this?" and she's like, "It's my childhood."
It's my childhood.
I didn't like that one, but I did really like the part where she's crying and saying, "I can't do it, and then he pops out. She's like, "Fuck you."
He really fooled her.
That was
or
good.
She really fooled him.
She really got him.
No, I thought that was good. Hey, this is how you write strong female characters.
The other part that
you don't have to. You don't have to make it so obvious that you're trying to write up a strong female character.
Let's go back to how we were talking about earlier, how they humanized him again in this movie. Laurie literally blows his fucking hand off with a shotgun.
Yeah.
He's got like 2 fingers left.
That is true.
Yeah.
That's some shit, man.
Yeah.
That's like the first time you see the Shape take damage like that.
Other than the eye, yeah, you're right.
Right.
Yeah, I thought that was cool.
I like that.
And I think he makes a noise, doesn't he? Doesn't he go like, ugh? Like, I think he, like, I mean, like,
Does he?
Herman Munster, apparently, but.
Maybe that was you. You're having a heart inflammation.
Yeah, I was like, oh, shit, blood.
He's an invalid. Yeah, speaking of him as if he's a man.
But then also,
that part of him died years ago.
I'm down with the homages and stuff, but like. But like
a little forced.
when he breaks open the fucking trapdoor thing, and then she comes out like from the dark. Oh my
Happy
god!
Halloween,
I fucking
Michael.
laughed, dude, so hard.
You didn't like that?
No, that was so terrible.
She should have said trick or treat, motherfucker.
It was like she floated in. It was like she floated in.
Yeah, that was a callback to the first film.
They're all callbacks.
You know how they did that? Dean Cundy had a different light.
Dean Cundy.
Cundy. Ted Bundy had a different light.
I wish Dean Cundy would have been the cinematographer.
Yeah, so anyways, Judy Greer pops the Shape in the fucking face with a gun. Oh,
Now you're sounding disturbed.
I'm hating this movie now. What happened?
You'll like it tomorrow.
You
Okay,
opened it up and
anyways.
you figured it out.
The Shape is trapped. Laurie presses a button in her funhouse and
And he gets stuck down there.
he's stuck.
And they end up
4 toothpicks,
call-
just
a callback to Halloween 2. He gets burnt.
But why didn't we just keep Halloween 2 then?
Exactly.
Money.
Why are you gonna nix all the movies and just redo them all? Like take
Yeah.
the parts of them.
Because Halloween 2 is better than this film, in my opinion.
I agree.
Yeah. Just my opinion.
I like the way that when he's burning as well, he's just staring at her like almost like, why have you done this to me?
Yeah. It's a little
What have I
bit
done
sad.
to you?
Wait a second, why have you done this to me? I'm your brother. Oh wait, no, I'm not.
No, I'm not.
Yeah.
I'm just a random dude that wanted to kill people.
I'm just
Yeah.
a random guy who managed to find you and recognize you after 40 years.
And then they're driving away, all three of the women, and Judy Greer clenches the knife.
I can't
Call
believe
back.
none of those bitches died in this movie. It's crazy.
I will say I like that though.
Yeah.
That's fine. Like have a woman empowering movie. That's totally
Well,
cool. That's
like
not
I
my
was-
issue at all with the movie.
No,
Like
that
a-
wasn't
like
right.
I
In fact,
was-
I wanted
like-
more Lori. I wanted more of that. Like
I didn't.
You didn't want more Lori?
I don't
Oh
know,
my
man.
god, he's so fucking indifferent.
What else
Shut
would
up.
you wanted?
I don't know if I bought into this whole, like, I was so traumatized that I've been training for 40 years and I'm a fucking badass with a stash of guns. Like,
Yeah.
But like,
felt phony to me.
I guess
there wasn't
in
enough time. There wasn't enough screen time with her to really hash that out.
It felt rushed, man.
Yeah.
But in the world of the movie, I guess she wouldn't really know when he's going to be getting out for sure. So she's preparing for the day that may never come eventually.
Yeah, but if they're not related, though, what makes her? Why would he even come back for her? You know.
Well, I don't know. He's a psychotic killer.
In the first movie, he just picks 3 random babysitters. It's a random act.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, he's got the unfinished business, but
Well, he pulls his
him-
sister's like gravestone though. Like,
Yeah.
So I mean, maybe
yeah,
I don't know, man. Yeah, whatever. I'm trying to think too much into this movie.
yeah.
The kills were cool. Michael looked cool. The music was good.
I know. I'm trying to analyze this like it's Tarkovsky or something.
I seriously, yeah.
fucking
We need to
David
have one of
Gordon
these
Green.
about the mirror or something.
Folks, this is the same guy that directed Your Highness, okay?
But he also did Stronger in George Washington.
Yeah.
He also did The Sitter.
He's got. See, he's got an eclectic filmography.
Oh.
Oh, can somebody tell me what was the point of the black cowboy?
I don't know who the fuck
Yeah,
that
he
was.
kind of came and went.
He was like a throwback to Jaws. Like, we're not gonna shut down Halloween. Like, it doesn't matter. Like,
Anyway,
Yeah.
here,
what I said earlier, we were talking, I said I had problems with pacing. To me, I liked the movie, okay? It was fine. It was
5 out of 5.
No. It felt hollow to
Yep.
me.
Ween?
No, just hollow.
Okay.
Like,
empty.
yeah, something just wasn't. Something was a little bit off about it.
It's called the plot.
Yeah, I guess. But I mean, I wasn't expecting a huge plot. Just a showdown with, I wanted to see him stalk Laurie, and then strike at the end.
Yeah.
But she's running around like this fucking old lady who's got a early onset, and she's, oh, we gotta hunt him down. You'd be like, what? The fuck is this lady talking about?
She's been prepping for 40 years. She just wants to get it over with.
Well, she should have found a hobby in those 40 years because it's a little over
She
the top.
did.
Well, she found a husband.
Guns.
Yeah.
Yeah, she found did she find a couple husbands?
Yeah, she was all broken.
Twice divorced.
I liked the Laurie of Halloween H2O better than this Laurie.
Well, yeah, because I like the plot of them being brother and sisters. I mean, I think that works better, but...
Yeah, I don't know.
I think the randomness of him makes it better.
Well, I think
if it's his sister, then okay, it makes sense. But if she's a nobody,
I get it. But now they're gonna do. I mean, obviously, the ending. You hear his breath.
Yeah. Post-credit scene where he's breathing.
It made $77 million. They're gonna be more. So
of course.
The granddaughter's gonna pick up the torch, and Laurie will probably bite it in the second one, and
So really, then this timeline is so messed up. It's such a clusterfuck. This is going to spawn like 8 more terrible sequels.
Yeah.
Probably.
So now you're going to have one timeline of 8 sequels.
It's the Halloween universe.
Of 8 sequels.
Well, it's going to end up being that we'll have the original, we'll have this one, and then 20 years from now, when they reboot it again, that'll be the sequel to this one.
Yeah. I know they're going to make another one, but I hope they wait a little bit.
Yeah.
I hope it doesn't come out next October.
Yeah, I mean, they'll probably fast track it.
I don't know, man.
Well,
so
that's
hyped
Halloween
about the movie.
Analyzed.
I liked the movie. Like we said, there were parts that I thought were perfect. Loved the intro. Loved that prison montage scene. Loved his escape and all that. Mm-hmm. But then to me, it just got a little empty. A little rushed. Just seemed like.
Yeah, I think for me, I was so we were kind of worried about Michael better be awesome, and then they nailed that. I thought he was good, but then
cool.
They didn't worry about the rest of it.
Right.
I think was my biggest kind of.
I just thought it would have been cool, if she didn't, if he was kind of stalking her, for an hour, and then at the end
he should have broke out. Did he break out Halloween Day, or the day before Halloween?
I think the night before.
I mean, there should have been a day in between.
Yeah.
You're right. Him stalking,
trying
to figure his shit out,
And then, when they see each other again, then it could have been this big epic conclusion, but it just felt so rushed.
Yeah. I mean, I get why you would want to see him stalking, but he's been sitting around for 40 years thinking about what he's going to do.
Yeah.
Why would he sit around and just think about it more?
Well, he was sitting around for 15 years in the first one.
Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah.
And he wasn't what did he get out for? Just to kill people, right? Not to kill Laurie.
Yeah. Right. I mean, okay.
But now he's got a target.
Pretend that you've never seen any of those other sequels, and pretend that there was really only 2 Halloween movies, and you'd only seen the original. Do you feel like it was the same Michael Myers from the original film?
Well,
I think he's older. I think
it's the same. I think it's the same Michael, but not mentally. He's just pissed at this point.
Sure.
Yeah.
I thought that part was all executed fine. Just some pacing issues, but overall, it sounds like I'm slamming this. For a horror movie, this was fine.
True.
Oh yeah, for a horror movie, it's great.
To make a slasher or a sequel to one of the iconic slashers in 2018, and to do a good job with it. I mean, they did fine with this. It was good. I liked it.
Well, here's what I found about sequel talk. So it says here, in June 2018, McBride confirmed that he and Green originally had intended to pitch 2 films that would be shot back to back. After deciding against it, they wanted to see the reaction. And then in September, Jason Blum was interviewed by Forbes, and he said, "We'll do a sequel if the movie performs." So,
and it will. But then now we're right back to the original dilemma, though, because it's kind of this ended the same way Halloween 2 ended, where he burned. He was burnt to death. So where do you go from here?
He escapes.
I don't know. Unless he got out of a window or something in that basement.
And that's what I mean. If that's the case, then he isn't just a normal human being.
No.
He's pure evil.
If that's the case, then Jamie didn't foolproof her little bunker.
Right, like, you know, she fucking built that big fun house. There's not going to be a window in the basement. I don't know.
I don't know. It's hard to really try to think too much about it. I know we just analyzed it, but it's hard to think too much about it because it's a horror movie, for one.
That's true.
I liked it 3.5 out of 5.
I upped mine to a 3, so...
I really want to see it again, though, because I think it could go up. I think I could get it to a 4, but I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, I'm already sitting at a 4 because my only real issue was the doctor part, but it was
horrible.
It was a big issue.
Oh, that was terrible.
Ugh.
It kind of makes the beginning part a little interesting, though, because any other doctor would have stopped them from antagonizing him. Right. But now you realize that, I want to see how he reacts in this situation.
Well, that's probably why it was
to happen.
Yeah, that's why it was put in there. And then also he probably caused the car crash. Like he's the only one that survived. Yeah. Like come on. You know?
That's true.
Oh yeah, I guess I didn't think about that. The fucking crazy doctor probably drove the thing off the road.
Yeah, I mean they explained it that Michael did it, but that could be a theory that he did it.
Overall, though, considering how much it was, I hyped it up and we talked about it. I have to say I'm a little bit disappointed, but I like the movie.
Yeah, I'm right there with you.
Cool. Well, that about does it. Maybe we should analyze a real film next time.
Fuck, we talked about every fucking part of that movie. Yeah. So hope you guys enjoyed that. Shit, if you've seen it, let us know what you think about the movie. I know there's a lot of opinions. I know a lot of you guys that listen, have probably seen the film by now.
Yep.
Seems that generally it's gotten good reviews. So.
It's getting good reviews, yeah.
Yeah.
3.5 to 4s. Some people, some weirdos give it 4.5. I just don't understand that, but that's okay.
Yeah.
Film is subjective.
I don't know about 4.5, but maybe someday. Maybe it'll grow on me.
Yeah, it's true.
Like a fungus.
I thought the guy did a good job, though. By the way, the new actor that played the Shape.
Yeah. Definitely. He
better
captured
than that. Yeah, way better than the guy in 4 or 5. All those guys aren't that great. If you go back and watch those movies, fucking Halloween 4 looks like he's a football player wearing shoulder pads. So dumb.
Oh, end it.
Well, this is episode 121, Halloween in-depth discussion. Hope you guys enjoyed. We're back after a little break. The episodes will be back to their regular scheduled programming. Any closing thoughts, fellas?
I'm Halloweened out.
Yeah,
I am too.
Next up, Planes, Trains, and Automobiles Thanksgiving film analysis.
Sounds good.
Episode 121 in the books. Thank you guys for listening, and as always, go fuck yourselves.